Hi, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys are doing well. All right. Today I want to talk about coaching. So, like the actual act of coaching versus running your coaching business, why you may not be prepared for both, and some common mistakes that I see coaches make. So, feel free to drop your questions or your comments into the chat. Hello, welcome. And we can discuss them here live, or if you're watching the replay, I will definitely respond to your comments. But, guys, feel free at any time to drop your questions or your comments into the chat. So, let's go ahead and get into it. You've gotten your coaching certification probably, or you started your coaching business, and now it's time to get some clients, right? And then you realize, right, you have no idea what to do next. Hello. No idea what to do next. And what you basically you know what to do when you get a client, right? But the steps between finding out about you in terms of your brand and then enrolling in your program are non existent, right? So you know you have to market your business, but maybe you're thinking, what does that really consist of, right? Maybe I'll just post on social media because that's what someone told you to do, or they just told you to use social media in order to be able to get clients, right? They weren't wrong, but the the steps that you're taking on social media and how to use social media aren't outlined for you, right? So today I really just want to focus on the fact that coaching your clients and running your business are very, very different activities, right? And coaching your clients is a part of running your business, but not the other way around. Okay. So saying that you're a coach or saying that you have a coaching program, right? So just coming on social media or wherever and saying, hey, I'm a coach. Hey, I have a coaching program. That's not going to cut it in today's marketplace. Saying that you're a certified coach isn't going to cut it either. The reality is there are thousands of other people just like you. So, what makes you different? What makes you different, right? So, you're going to have to decide whether or not you're willing to do what it takes to stand out in your niche in the marketplace today. So, when it comes to coaching versus running your coaching business, there are a few common mistakes that I see coaches make. Here are the top five: not coaching within their zone of genius, not choosing a niche, not knowing who their target market is, not having a coaching program, and then just assuming that posting on social media will result in clients. So, again, not coaching within their zone of genius, not choosing a niche, not knowing who their target market is, not having a coaching program, and then just assuming that posting on social media will result in clients. So, how do we actually prevent these? Let's talk about that for a second. So, the first, not coaching within your zone of genius. When I work with clients, we actually do a zone of genius exercise so that I can analyze what they're good at, what they're passionate about, and help them sort fleeting passions from expertise. Okay. And this is really, really common. I work with a lot of multi talented and multi passionate entrepreneurs. So, and they're just like me. We have a lot of different things going on. We have a lot of different skill sets. Some of them are similar, some of them are not. So, trying to decide what to put in your coaching program, especially for multi-talented, multifaceted folks, can be extremely difficult because we don't know what to put. Right? We're like, I'm good at a lot of different things. What actually should be in my coaching program, right? So, what I mean by sorting fleeting passions from true expertise is sometimes we find something that we're really into, right? And we'll do it consistently for like a year or two, maybe even longer than that. But we don't do it after that. Right? So like it kind of just goes away. Or maybe we ended up starting a business around that thing we were really good at that time or really passionate about at that time. And then once we start a business around it, it loses its luster, right? Like it's like, I kind of really don't want to do this anymore. And it's not really a part of our expertise either, right? We were just good at it or really passionate about it for that particular time frame. So when it actually comes to coaching someone through a transformation, we don't have the knowledge and the skill set to really do that. We were just really passionate about it at that time. Maybe we were binging knowledge around it at that time or really focused on it. And when it comes to like coaching someone with that particular subject, it's like, yeah, now I really don't want to do this anymore. And you started a whole business around it. And so now you have to pivot in your business, right? So if we start with coaching from our zone of genius from the beginning, we won't run into that. Now, of course, your brand is going to evolve and you may, shift your offerings over the years, and also just based upon what's happening in the industry as well. But one of the biggest mistakes I see is that people not coaching from their zone of genius. Like if you have no idea how to help someone with their career, that is not something that you should be putting under your coaching umbrella. As an example, you might be really passionate about helping people advance in their career, but if you don't have that knowledge and skills and expertise to do it, it shouldn't be a part of your coaching offerings, right? So that's coaching, not coaching within your zone of genius. The second is not choosing a niche. So your niche directly corresponds with your expertise, and it's a lot easier to focus on and market to your target audience if you've chosen one. Your offers are going to be more cohesive when you have a niche, right? For example, if you're trying to help people, again, with their career, but then you also add on, you're going to get their finances together and you're going to help them with their business, that's a lot. That is a lot. There's probably 3+ different client avatars just within what I just said, right? And your marketing content is going to be all over the place. It really is. You will have so many different offers, right? That it's going to be difficult to gain traction, or you'll be stuck selling low ticket offers because there wasn't a focus on a comprehensive transformational offering. Like it's too generic. So like help people with their career, get your finances together, help with your business. Those is very, very generic. That doesn't really tell me what that means. Because like, for example, help people with a career might mean to someone, help me do my resume. Whereas to others, it means actually helping them like go through the interview process, get the job and negotiate a salary, different things, or any one of those things, right? So like you have to be very specific. If you're a coach and you are struggling with trying to determine what your niche is, then take my Find Your Coaching Niche quiz. If you're watching me on Instagram, you can check that out. It'll be the link in my bio. Or if you're watching me on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, you can check out the description in the live. Click on slayhardeveryday.co. It takes about 3 minutes to complete the quiz. And it'll just give you some direction, some foundation on where you should start when it comes to niching down your offers. Hi, Toya. Welcome. Okay, so the third thing is not knowing your target market, right? So if you don't know your niche and your offers are all over the place, you're going to have a difficult time narrowing down your target market. You just are. All of these things are connected, and you have to have clarity in all of them. Being vague about your target market will result in vague results. Okay, so if you tell me that your target market is women, period, and your marketing generically targets women, period, you will find that there's going to be little to no engagement because the woman, right, or the women don't know that your offer is for them or for her, right? So you have to get specific, right? So if we flip this around, right, or we look at something that might be more specific, women that are moms that own a business and have a 9-to-5, that's more specific than just women, right? It tells you something right there. And so when you're trying to market your business, your target market should know that your offer is for them. There should be no guesswork there. So when I work with clients, one of the first things that we do is determine their target market. Without knowing this, you can't properly market your coaching services. You can't really create offers that are going to resonate with your target market if you don't know who they are. Hello, welcome. So that's not knowing your target market. The fourth is not having a coaching program. And some of y'all may be laughing, but I see this a lot. So let me level set on what a coaching program actually is. A coaching program is not coaching people by the session. That's not a program, meaning that they book one-off sessions with you. They just schedule an hour here or hour there. That's not a coaching program, okay? A coaching program has specific outcomes, and their clients are accomplishing something specific. That has a time container, it's transformational, it targets specific individuals. There is a structure, and it's delivered in a specific manner. Even if you're coaching one-to-one, you still need a coaching program. I'll say that again. Even if you're coaching one-to-one, you still need a coaching program. This is not something like that can be accomplished in one-off sessions, right? It's kind of like going to the gym. You go to the gym one time, you're not going to be in the best shape of your life you ever were in. Like, right? So like doing sessions one off here and there, like a session here, then 2 months later you do another one. That's not going to really help someone achieve a transformation, right? The consistency just is not there, right? So also, I don't know who needs to hear. Well, okay. This is especially true. Okay, so because if you don't have a coaching program, right, you don't really have an offer. Let's just start there. Like if you don't have a coaching program, you really don't have an offer. And if you don't have an offer, you don't have any services to sell. And then you really don't have a business, because the definition of a business is the exchange of like goods and services, products and services for money. So like no services, no business, right? So hey guys, welcome. So just to be clear, right? So this is especially true if you're wanting to have a high ticket coaching program. Your clients won't achieve the best results in one-off sessions. There needs to be structure, okay? Also, now I don't know who needs to hear this, but you writing down some bullet points on what you're going to cover in each session is not structure. It's just notes, okay? So you're like, yeah, I know what this is the structure of my coaching program. I'm going to write down these bullet points. I'm going to teach this in my coaching session. That's not actually structure of a coaching program. That's just your notes. Okay. So there really needs to be a level set around what a coaching program actually is. It's going to be transformational and get your clients results. So I work with my clients on how to create and properly structure their coaching program so that the program itself is client focused and it's results oriented. We cover all the bases from creating their frameworks, learning how to infuse their methodologies from their programs into their marketing, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? All of that matters when it comes to having an offer and having a coaching program. The fifth thing, guys, oh, by the way, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them into the chat or any comments. And I'll go back and look at stuff after this. So number 5, assuming posting on social media will bring you clients. This is probably my favorite one. So yes, you do need to post on social media and consistently, but just posting on social media isn't going to bring you clients. You need to have sales funnels and sales processes in place to actually bring you clients, have people enroll in your coaching program. Social media is a tool to grow your business, and you have to know how to use this tool properly, right? It's just one piece to the puzzle. Just one piece of it. It's not the only thing you're going to have to do in order to be able to get clients consistently. And by the way, there are elements that need to be present within your content in order to convert your followers into paying clients. But it becomes difficult when you don't know, for example, who you're targeting or who your target market is, right? So I know you're probably like, well, why post on social media? Well, if you have an online business, right, you're going to want an online presence, but because it's the beginning of the process to get clients. It's not the end, right? And it's not the only thing you need to do. It's the beginning. So in one of my coaching programs, the Brand Builder Blueprint, clients learn how to create a coaching program, set up their funnels, create content that attracts their ideal clients, and turn them into paying clients and much more. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop those into the chat. And I'm going to do a quick recap. I do think we have some, so I'm going to scroll real quick and just check it out. Oh, hi, Emo. How are you? On LinkedIn. Okay, so she says, exactly, clarity is key in your messaging. Yes, it definitely is. Toya says, correct. Thanks, Toya. Appreciate you. Do you guys have any other questions or comments? Feel free to drop them into the chat. So we've been talking about recently the 5 common mistakes that I see coaches make when it comes to running their coaching business versus actually coaching, right? And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because a lot of folks will get their coaching certification and then they don't know what the next step is in order to get clients. And so I wanted to level set around the fact that you actually coaching is different from you actually running your coaching business. Those are like separate actions, right? You coaching is a part of your coaching business, but it's not the other way around. And so you're going to have to do some things, mainly market your business, in order to be able to bring in clients that you can coach. You can do the thing that you love. You can make an impact in your clients' lives, right? So the top 5 mistakes that I see coaches make. Number 1, not coaching within their zone of genius. Number 2, not choosing a niche. Number 3, not knowing who their target market is. Number 4, not having a coaching program. And number 5, assuming that just posting on social media is going to bring them clients, right? So really quickly going through not coaching within your zone of genius. I help my clients sort their fleeting passions from true expertise, right? I know this is a challenge for folks who are multi-talented, multi-passionate, multifaceted. There's a lot of skills that, we tend to have. And so it's hard to decide what to actually, build a coaching program around, build a business around. But ultimately, we want to go truly with your zone of genius so that you have expertise and passion in. So both of those things must be there in order to be able to really call it your zone of genius. But you want something that you can actually guide someone through a transformation. You don't want it to be something that you can just have a conversation around. Conversational coaching is not transformational coaching. And now, by no means am I saying you can't transform someone's life or make an impact through a conversation. But when it comes to bringing someone from point A to point B, it's got to be more than one conversation, right? There's multiple conversations, but there's also some implementation. And that's where the program part of things comes in. And if you don't really know the steps to implement or have someone implement a coaching program, then or implement whatever that you're coaching around, it's going to be really, really hard for that person to achieve results. So we don't want that. You don't want that, and you don't want that for your clients either. So the second, choosing a niche. So I know that there's angst around niching down because it feels like you're leaving money on the table. However, in order to really be able to really hone in on your target market, you're going to have to niche down. The marketplace is a very loud place. And if you're trying to go for 5 to 10 different areas just to see what sticks, then your marketing is going to reflect that, right? We want to, especially for if you want to build a premium coaching business, you want your market or your marketing to be more upscale, right? Like you don't want it to be Walmart, for example, right? You want to go for Target, let's say, or, Nordstrom, something a little bit more premium when it comes to saying, yes, I'm an expert in this area and I can guide you from point A to point B. But when you just have all these different things that don't even really align with one another, like I think my example before was like career and then finances and then also business. It's like those are 3 different areas. And you can actually have a lot of different lanes, even within those 3 areas. Your marketing is going to be very, very diluted. And so people are not going to understand what's happening within your business. The third, not knowing your target market. So again, if you're very, very, very general about who you're targeting, it's going to go over people's heads, right? The average person has to see your brand at least 8 to 10 times before they make a purchasing decision. So if they're not sure like that what your marketing is for them, that 8 to 10 times hasn't even started, right? If you're not able to say, like I think my example was moms or women, so moms that have a business and a 9 to 5, like that's very specific. That's not like the whole world, like all the women in the world. And so you can really craft some specific messaging around that for your target market when you market to your ideal clients, right? And so when I work with my clients, that's one of the first things that we have to do is figure out who their target market is, because without that, you can't properly market your coaching services. You can't really create offers that are going to resonate with them. The fourth, not having a coaching program. you have to have an offer. You have to have a coaching program in order to really have an offer. And then you have to have an offer to have a business. So, coaching like one-off sessions, that's not a program. Okay. It's not a program. It's very, very actually close to therapy. And I would argue it's not transformational in the sense that you're not putting your clients through a process or that doesn't have any structure so that they can, go from that very particular place they were in point A to point B. So, don't make the mistake of not having a coaching program and just saying, hey, I'm a coach and let's talk. That's very, very close to therapy, and that's not what coaching is for. And then the fifth thing is assuming that posting on social media will bring you clients. That's the beginning of the process, not the end. And there's a certain way you want to generate content for your ideal clients. So all these things are very connected in the sense that you're not going to really be able to create effective content if you don't know who your target market is, if you don't have a niche, if you don't have a coaching program, you have nothing to market. So, just not having these things will definitely, impede your growth in your business. And we don't want that, right? We want to be able to do the thing we've been called to do. We want to be able to coach and be able to serve clients. So, but we have to also learn how to run our coaching business, so to speak. Okay. Let me just check for any last minute questions or comments. Nakia says, great info. Thank you so much. Emo says, I've always wondered why coaching certification programs are so incomplete when it comes to the full breadth of coaching. Emo, that's a great question. I think it's because, coaching is not new, but it's still young in the sense of like when you compare it to, I guess the most comparable thing we have is therapy, which is why I say, hi, Erica, but being very careful to draw that line. But I think it's incomplete because we're still under the auspice of life coaching, which makes it very broad. I mean, now I am seeing like people are doing like just business coach certifications, just health coach certifications. So we are starting to see some expansiveness in the industry, which I think is great because that will allow folks to do a deep dive in a particular niche, which I think is helpful. But like most coaching certifications cover the breadth of life, which would be all the niches that I typically tell people to choose one, like career, health, finance. Oh no, my audio is not working on IG. What happened? Oh, okay. I may have to restart my live. Hold on, y'all. We having audio troubles on IG. Let me see. Can you hear me now? How about now? Can you hear me? Okay, so I'll answer this question. I may have to restart on Instagram. It's doing something weird. Not yet. Oh, geez. Anything now? Oh, okay. Let me try putting my headphones in for Instagram, and maybe hopefully that will trigger the audio. But yeah, email. So what I was saying was, I think it's because it's not niche specific, and so it becomes really, really difficult to like cover all that information. It's like for people who don't have any coaching experience, I think it is helpful to teach them how to conduct a coaching session. I think it's helpful to teach them how to conduct a coaching session, but it doesn't go over the business side of things, which really is what you need in order to be able to grow your coaching business. I think most people, because they have the heart, already their heart center, they know what they're doing. That's not the most difficult part. The most difficult part is actually running the business, which I think honestly needs to be a whole nother certification, honestly, in order for folks to be able to really grasp that concept. And then also like how to market. There's just so many different directions that could go in. So I think that's honestly why that part is left out, It's just trying to get that person acclimated to like coaching someone versus okay, here's how to run a business, you know. But that's just my thoughts, my 2 cents. I don't know if my audio is working on Instagram. I may have to repost this, so just let me know if it's not working. I know Erica was watching, but it might not be. Can you guys hear me on Instagram? Okay. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. So I think I'm going to go ahead. Do we have any other questions? Anything else that I can answer before I hop off of here? Anything else? All right. So when I work with coaches and consultants inside of my coaching program, I'm teaching them step by step and strategically how to avoid these mistakes, as well as how to run their coaching business so that they can attract their ideal clients on repeat and then enroll them into their coaching program. So if you're interested in learning more about my coaching program and how you can attract paying clients into your business and sell a high-ticket coaching program, just click the link in my bio if you're watching me on Instagram or if you're watching me on Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn. Then click the link in the description of the live, slayhardeveryday.co, and you can book a free clarity session with me, and we'll see if it's a good fit to work together. All right, y'all. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.